Okay, now we are recording it. Okay. Now, the problem with index method is if it is not found, then it will give you a value error. In that case, you need to handle this exception because it is causing an exception here. Name of the exception is given here, value error. So you can use it here. I'll write exception value error. Then you can write print element not found. So we'll discuss exception handling in greater detail later on. So first, let us write 175. It is there in the list. Let's run it again. Again, let me enter 300. It's not there in the list, so it will go to the except clause. Now, any code which may cause an exception should be put inside a try block. And if an exception is caused, then it will be handled in the except block, right? And program will be terminating normally, not abnormally. Is this thing clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This array here and this random here, what are these basically? Anybody? What is this array and what is this random here? Anybody? Any idea? Any idea? Say something. It you can say it's a library, it's a class, it's something else. Anybody? What is this?
सर डिफरेंट मॉड्यूल्स होते हैं जो हमें इंपोर्ट कराने पड़ते हैं अलग अलग फंक्शंस यूज करने के लिए.
Okay, you mean these are modules? Can you define what is the module? Yes, Mansi. What is the module? Any idea? अरे बोलो भाई.
सर जो पाइथन स्टेटमेंट्स या डेफिनेशंस कंटेन करते हैं उनको बोलते हैं मॉड्यूल्स.
Okay, fine. Actually, what we import maybe two things. Either they are classes or they are libraries. Okay. Array and random here are basically classes. Is it clear? These are inbuilt classes. Is this thing clear?
Yes, sir.
यस सर.
Module क्या होता है? Module means one uh, sub part of a program, right? It may only be a function also. It all depends, right? So basically, these are either classes or libraries. Now, these two, array and random, both are inbuilt classes, right? This class array is limited. You can declare only single dimensional arrays using this array class. So if you want to go for higher dimensions, say 2 dimensions or 3 dimensions, then it will not work. Is it clear? Is this thing clear? Array response.
Yes, sir.
This array is meant for one-dimensional arrays only. So if you want to go for any higher dimensions and otherwise also, this has very limited capability. It's an inbuilt class. It has very limited capability. There are many functions which can be performed on arrays which are not available in this array class. Okay. So to overcome this, we can use a library now. Now, I hope you'll be able to distinguish between a class and a library. Okay. So we'll use import numpy. Okay. As
Yes, sir.
so using numpy, it is very powerful class, but we'll be focusing on arrays only. Only arrays part of this class. Okay. Before that, let me know how many of you have tried that app which I had shared with you. Has anybody tried that app? Android Pie, yes, it was something like that. किसी ने try किया बच्चे?
No, sir.
Why? I told you कि जिनके पास laptops नहीं है, they should try this. उसका नाम था PyDroid 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. I am getting some important message. Let me reply to that and we'll continue. Okay. May I know why you couldn't try that? तो फिर आप अपनी पाइथन की प्रैक्टिस कैसे कर रहे हो जिनके पास लैपटॉप नहीं है? I tried that app yesterday. It is a wonderful app, very beautiful app, and very simple to operate. आप लोगों ने ट्राई क्यों नहीं किया? How
सर
will
मेरे
you?
मेरे पास मेरे कजन का लैपटॉप है, मैं उस पर ट्राई कर
नहीं
रहा
नहीं,
हूँ।
जिनके पास नहीं है मैं सिर्फ उनकी बात कर रहा हूँ. जिनके पास लैपटॉप्स नहीं है, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट देम ओनली. उसीलिए मैंने रिकमेंड किया था कि इवन ऑन योर एंड्रॉयड
ओके
फोन
सर।
यू कैन ट्राई दैट. एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू बहुत अच्छी है. उसमें फाइल्स भी सेव हो जाती हैं. तो कोड दैट यू विल राइट इट कैन बी सेव्ड एज पाइथन फाइल्स. और जिनको प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी, शायद खुशप्रीत को प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी, जो फाइल्स मैंने शेयर की थी वो ओपन नहीं हो रही थी. So you'll be able to open those files in that, okay, PyDroid.
ओके
खुशप्रीत ट्राई
सर.
किया नहीं?
सर मैंने देखा था उसमें फाइल मतलब कैसे ओपन होएंगी, फिर नितिन से पूछा था, उसने बता दिया था उसमें ही ओपन हो जाएंगी सर.
Okay, नहीं fine. But did you try that app? Did you try to write some program into that?
नो सर, नॉट येट.
कब करना है? When that time will come? Practice. I told you for programming there are no shortcuts. If you want to learn programming, you need to practice. You need to practice hard. And I told you since you are only 5, I can concentrate on each and every one of you. I'll be able to help you individually. पर help मैं तभी करूँगा when you will try something and get back to me with some problem. ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. And गलती से भी assignments को copy नहीं कर लेना. It's a crime for me और उसकी punishment 0 है. 0 punishment का मतलब ये नहीं कि punishment नहीं मिलेगी. उसका meaning ये है, 0 punishment means you are going to get 0 marks. Don't copy any kind of assignment. It's not for you, it's for each and every student of your class.
ओके
I'm
सर।
very particular.
ओके सर.
I don't want anything to be copied, okay? ऐसे सीख नहीं पाओगे. Should we continue?
यस सर.
Okay.
यस सर।
Now, let me use both the array class and this Numpy library for creating arrays so that you may be able to know what is the basic difference. So we have created 2 instances, AR of array and NP of NumPy. It is inbuilt. You can use it. Okay. You need not install anything separately for this. So first of all, let me write A is equal to AR dot array. Let's create an empty array, and we'll populate it later on. And similarly, P is equal to NumPy NP dot array. Okay, fine. For I in range 10, let me include random also. Import random as rn. A dot append rn dot rand int, let it be 100 to 200, and then p dot append. Do you think it will work? You think? No. For NumPy arrays, append will not work. There are other methods. There are other methods of creating the array. So let me write it here itself. Let me write the elements here. We'll discuss what are the different methods, okay? So what is the basic difference that I'm going to share with you? So one array we have created using array class, the other array B or P we have created using Numpy library. Okay, now let's print A and then print P. Let's see the difference. Oh, as usual, I forgot to write I here. Okay, fine. Look at the difference here. The first one is array A, and you can see it's written, the type of, is also written there as I, means this array is of integers. In case of NumPy array, no type is given, but still it is implicitly included in the values. All the values are numeric here. Is it clear? Is this thing clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
the basic difference, now we won't use this array now onwards. We'll use NumPy only, no need of random, no need of this. Now look at this. You can write here int at the end. You can write here int. It means this is an integer array. Okay. And let me run it. You can see it here. NumPy library is very intelligently made. If I write any real value here, for example, let it be 50.5, automatically the whole array will be converted to float. You can see it here. So it is 10 point, 20 point, 30 point, 40 point, 50.5. The whole array has been converted to float. Is it clear? If I write here
Yes, sir.
int, if I write here int and there is a float value here, in that case, again, the whole array will be converted to int and it will be 0.5 will be truncated. You can see it here. 0.5 has been truncated from here. The whole array has been converted to int, or you can write here float also. So full of the array is float. If you are not writing anything, then NumPy will intelligently detect what are the types of values, and accordingly it will decide what is the type of full of the array. Like in this case, there is a real value of 50.5. Whole array will be automatically converted to real float array. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there are different methods of creating arrays in NumPy. I'll be writing different methods. So first is A is equal to NP dot, first is lin space, that is linear space. You will specify a start, let it be 10, specify an end, let it be 100, and that is stop. First is start, then stop, and then we'll specify how many values should be there, right? Let it be 10 values only. So what it will do, 10 to 100 values will be equally divided into 10 values. Let's just try this. Print A. See the output. It will be a float array. So it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Right? If I change it to 90, that start is 10, stop is 90, and count is 10. Third is count, means how many elements will be there in the array. So it will change. You can see, right? It has divided it into parts. Is this thing clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
From 10 to 90, the difference is 80 or 81. How much is the difference? And then that difference will be divided into 10 parts, right? And values will be incremented accordingly. Is this thing clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is using
Yes,
linear
sir.
space. Second is log space. Let's create another array. B is equal to np dot log space. You may have to join again, okay? After 10 minutes, because I told you there's a problem with the Zoom. Each meeting is of 10 minutes, 40 minutes only. So if it's closed, then please join again, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
So
sir.
using
Okay,
log
sir.
space, we'll create, once again, let's start with the 1, 5, and let it be there. Once again, let there be 10 elements. Any idea what is the meaning of log space? It will start from 10 raised to the power 1. Stop point is 10 raised to the power 5. And total 10 values are to be created. So that between these two ranges, values will be equally divided. You can see it in the second case here. Values have been equally divided. Is it clear? So we can reduce it. Instead of 5, let me make it 4 only. Then these are the values. 10 raised to the power 4 is how much? 10,000. 10 raised to the power 4 is 10,000. So starting point is 10 raised to the power 1, that is 10. Ending point is 10 raised to the power 4, that is 10,000. And then these values are distributed between these two equally. 10 values will be generated. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then third is C is equal to C is equal to NP dot A range. It is not a range, it is a range. Okay. So we'll have a starting point. Let it be 1. We have a stop point. Let it be 25. And number of, then it will be step size. Step size, let it be, we'll have different step sizes for this so that you may be able to understand. First is step size 3, print C. So what it will do, we are not specifying how many elements will be generated in this case. वैसे कितने generate होंगे anybody? कितने elements generate होंगे इस केस में? It will start with 1. It will be incremented by step size, that is 3, and it will go up to stop minus 1. Stop minus 1 is 24. So how many values will be generated? Let's see. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 9 values have been generated. So 1, 4, 7. Each value will be incremented by step size, that is 3, right? And upper value will be, the last value will be the stop point minus 1. उससे नीचे जितनी भी value valid है वो आ जाएगी. It is 22. Because 22 plus 3 will be 25, which will be equal to stop point. And the stop point means stop point minus 1 basically. Is this thing clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we have these 4 methods. एक और method पहले हमने किया था. 4 methods हो गए array create करने के. Now fifth one, there are many methods, many methods. So fifth method is, if you want to declare an array with all zeros, okay, you want to declare an array of all zeros. So D is equal to NP dot zeros. Let it be 10 elements. Okay. Then print D. Let's run it. You can see it has created an array of 10 zeros. Very simple. Just in the same way, we can have an array of ones. Ones, 10. 10 is the size of the array now. Let's run it again. You can see the last array is of 1. Yes, is this thing clear? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt up to this point? Bolo, bolo. Any doubt up to this point?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's continue with it then. Okay, if in case we have to generate an array randomly, how can we do that? Any idea? In case of, should I remove all this? Should I remove all these? Okay, I'll
Yes,
share
sir.
the file. Let me save it. NP1. Let me save it and I'll share it with you. Let's create a new file now. Import numpy as np. Okay, fine, no problem. A is equal to np dot array. Okay, note down an assignment for today. Randomly generate array of numpy. 1D array of numpy. Okay. Is it clear? How to generate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let us create an array. Let it be 10, 12, 16, 25, 9, 6, 67 or 76, whatever is the value. 89, 0, minus 1. How many values are there? Okay, 10 values are there. Okay. And now if I write A is equal to A plus 5, what will happen? Print A. 5 will be added to every element of the array. This is how we can add elements to a same element to every element of array, or same number to every element of array. Just in the same way, we can use other operators. A is equal to A minus 1, print A. You can write A, you can combine the operators. A divided equal to 2, print A. You can write A modulus equal to 2, right? हमने multiply नहीं किया. Okay, let it be multiply first. Multiply, let's multiply it by 3, print A, and then finally A modulus equal to, let it be 5, print A. Let's run all these. No loop matching the specified signature. Okay, what happened here? ऐसे नहीं चलेगा, चलता तो है. Okay. So in first case, 5 has been added to every element. In second case, 1 has been reduced or subtracted from every element. In third case, this is the third case, every element has been divided by 2. In fourth case, every element has been multiplied by 3. And in the last case, every element has been, we have found modulus of every element with 5. Is it clear? Yes, is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So let me once again store it. Let me save the file numpy OPR operators. Let's create one more. Once again, import numpy